That's a bad idea. Can you see me though? Ah, good. Perfect. Now I have the choice of either that angle or that angle, and I can't visually see anything. I mostly can't visually see which one looks better. I can see my face looks lit up in the mirror. Rough cuts. Adam Stanchek driving. I have a mount, so it's safe. And the light in my face is safe. It's a safety light. Thursday, movie review. And I wanted to review a movie called, I think it's called Indie Game. And maybe you should know the name of the movie that you're reviewing before you start reviewing. But it's on Netflix. I'll take the shit out of my mouth so you can hear me. It's on Netflix. And it's about indie game creators. In case people don't realize it, just like how there's independent movies that are like small, there's the same thing with indie games, but a lot of indie games are just like two people. Two people make a game, and it gets a little bit of publicity and goes crazy, and can end up on, say, the Xbox Live Marketplace, which these games all end up on there. The games we're talking about is a game called Fez, which I had never heard of, or if I heard of it, I only vaguely heard of it. Turn off the heat, I'll be cold, but at least you can hear me. There was a game called Braid, which of course I have heard of because it's Braid, which was like one of the first hit indie games ever. I mean, like especially when it comes to like the downloadable indie games on a console system. And then Super Meat Boy, which is a fantastic game that of course I've played a lot of. And basically, it covers mostly just the Super Meat Boy and the Fez people, with a little bit of insight from the Braid guy. But I actually have like actual live footage of when Super Meat Boy is being developed, of the guys going through this crazy thing. It's fun for anybody who's interested in, you know, like behind the curtain stuff, which, as you know me, I like to watch the making ofs. But you know, I would have never imagined how stressful indie games could be, but these guys, they go through a lot. I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, you put yourself out there, and these guys were living poor. The one guy, the guy who made Fez, he apparently had a grant and had money, and it was just stressful because the world expected so much from him. But I found out later that the guy who made Fez also has ties to the documentary, so maybe they kind of made him look cool. But the Super Meat Boys, like, they seem like they went through like a pretty crazy emotional experience just to be able to bring this kind of fun. And you see the games, and they're just kind of like fun, happy little games. And to see these people, like, I can't imagine it, like, to be that. I mean, I understand that you're making something and it's not working the way you want it to work, or it's not, you know. But the whole idea between an independent game is it's supposed to feel you're supposed to feel the flaws and stuff. It's not supposed to feel like a big, perfect game. But at the same time, it's funny because you see these big games that are released by the big people, and you always see like they have to make an update because, oh yeah, level 3, you can't beat it. And that's not how it was back in the day, by the way. I'm getting off subject. But back in the day, you made a video game and it was like, that's how it was. It was a cartridge, you can't change it. But now that everything can take an update, it's like, oh yeah, we'll fix it in post. But the documentary's good, entertaining, and it's informative. I learned stuff about Super Meat Boy I didn't realize. Like, apparently Super Meat Boy, the character, is not really supposed to just be like a hunk of meat. He's supposed to be a boy without skin. And the objective of the game is to rescue his girlfriend, Bandage Girl, which is supposed to be like kind of like his skin. So he's incomplete without his girl. So it's either kind of crazy or kind of sweet. And to add that little deep part to it. Also, I didn't realize, but all the opening scenes before you get to each level was a reference to a retro video game. Like, they pretty much shot for shot redid a retro video game. And I guess I got some of the references, but I didn't realize, you know, like, oh yeah, that's Castlevania. Oh yeah, that's Mega Man. Because, you know, you play all these games, you don't memorize the opening scenes so that you can recognize it if played through Meat People. But the movie's on Netflix, documentary's on Netflix. Worth checking out. I enjoyed it a lot. So it's weird, because I'm reviewing a movie, but it's about video games again. Ah, man, if I have more movies about video games, I'll review every one of them. And I'll review some 2 of them. So you figure that one out. So Rough Cuts, that's it. Check it out, and I love you all. And I'm going to try to figure out how to turn this mofo off.